Thanks, Patrick. Today in higher learning, with college costs rising in recent years, the level of borrowing by college students has also been on the increase. And a new study by the Pew Research Center revealed that graduates who received a bachelor's degree in 2008 borrowed 50% more than their counterparts who graduated in 1996. And here to talk about what it means is Peter Kerwin from the Rhode Island Higher Education Assistance Authority. Good morning.
Morning, Courtney.
So this is always an important topic. This is something people research before going into college. What is driving the rise in borrowing?
Well, I mean, the Pew Center cited three big things. First, the pool of students borrowing has increased. I mean, in 2008, it was 60% of all graduates were borrowing. That's compared to about roughly half in 1996. And when students are borrowing, they're borrowing more now, obviously, because the cost of college is rising. For a bachelor's degree, students were borrowing about $23,000 in 2008. That's up from $17,000 in 1996. And for an associate's degree, it's $12,600, up from $7,600. So that's a big rise for those degrees, those two-year degrees. I mean, the other issue is the rise of the for-profit higher learning institutions. I mean, those places cost more money. Students are borrowing more to go there, so you see higher debt levels there. So that's really helping to drive this as well.
And which is what we see as the years go on, of course, because cost of living goes up. So what do students need to know or do when considering these different loan options?
Well, I mean, the one thing they need to do is be aware of what the terms of their loans are, and also make sure you're maxing out on your federal loans. We've talked about that a lot before. You have to fill out that FAFSA form, the free application for federal student aid that comes along. You can do that January, February, but you really need to, it's a lot of work. You've got to fill in a lot of financial information for your family and everything, but it's the tool that allows the colleges to determine what your financial aid package is going to look like, and it determines your eligibility for those federal loans. And federal loans are a lot better than private loans because they're a lot easier repayment provisions. There's forgiveness provisions. If you go into certain career fields, you may have all or portions of the loan forgiven with a federal loan. That doesn't happen with private loans. You're on the hook for that no matter what. So the provisions in the federal loans are a lot more generous. You need to be aware of those. Students need to think about that and really do everything they can to max out on those federal loans.
So that's a key first step there with the FAFSA form for sure.
Exactly.
Well worth it with all the steps,
Absolutely.
Of course. All right, well, we have lots of tips for you, of course, on our website. Thank you so much, Peter, for joining us. And for more information on College Bound Fund, you can just head to foxprovidence.com.